Okay, all together. So arrangement means you have a supplier that you deal with, and when you run out of stock, you tell the supplier, or you send the supplier what you need. You don't do shopping all over the place. Two, three. Okay. Interesting. I mean, two, three is really very reasonable. And for this your supplier, do you contact them online or physically? And pick up the goods. Okay. Okay. And I'm sure some of them do have systems where you can log on to see what they have. Do you have credit arrangement with any of your suppliers? Some of them. Now, I'm asking these questions because most of these things I'm asking is the reason why we spend so much time trying to stock up our inventory and our stores. And what systems can do for that is effectively manage your retail. However, what we're talking about here is not just managing your retail, it's also managing the other businesses you're doing because the other businesses you're dealing with in such a way that efficiently you don't waste time in most of the things that can be automated in the way. So supply chain is not just within your organization, it's within the entire system of how your inventory comes in and how you sell your inventory and how you also manage incomes. So what we're going to talk about today is generally not the inventory system that you probably already have and you're using, but how you can connect this to other businesses in such a way that you can optimize your practice in a way. So let me paint a scenario. You have your stores, maybe several stores, and in these stores, you of course you're selling every day. Those people are selling every day. Eventually, your stock will go down, and you don't want to run out of stock. How will you see the system? Whereby when your stock goes down, you don't do anything. You cannot do anything. It's probably be in the midnight while you're sleeping. Your stock has gone down. And the system generates all your requirements. Send them to your favorite suppliers, maybe like four of them, five of them. And your suppliers respond with, oh, these are the quantities I have, and these are the prices. And in most cases, maybe based on some criteria, pricing. Supply chain coordinator, by the way, requires that all of you are talking together. You are a partner to a supplier, and so you have some agreement, maybe discount agreement, maybe even credit agreement, and all that. So their system responds to your system. You are not there. They are also not there. But they have the information from their system. The system responds. And then you respond back to say, okay, so go ahead and bring this up. Like you probably don't even see the system because if you set the right parameter, your then, not only that, the courier company, the logistics company, that is supposed to move your goods, get a prompt that there's something to be moved from so so place to so so place. And without you knowing, your goods arrive in your premises. And you can be doing the back end at another time, maybe payment and things that needs to be done can be done. Now that is a scenario where you have a perfect supply chain coordination. And that's what we're looking at here. So regardless of whatever system you're using, the idea is to plug it into a pipeline where everybody is connected, coordinated in such a way that seamlessly your inventory is fulfilled, and then you can sit down and do your practice. That's what we're looking at. That is the scenario we want to paint today. And so for us to understand, I want to go through some slides to talk about supply chain coordination and what are the requirements, what are the benefits. What do you stand to gain from a coordinated supply chain? So first, let me show everybody understand what supply chain management is. I'm just trying to define it in pointing. In pointing, what is key in supply chain? No, I'm not really sorry. No, the most important thing is that everybody can do this. If everybody is doing this way, I'm good. It's kind if you're here. Okay. So what are the major key elements in supply chain? Network. Supply chain because supply chain, like I said, is tying together different organizations, different
Spaces there. There's a space
and they
there.
do have their processes
There's a seat in between at the front there.
connecting them together. So network, organization, people, activities. Because what we're trying to connect is not just goods movement. We're also trying to connect processes for everybody. And information is very key. So what we are doing here is how do we share information between entities that have different systems, different processes. So that's what supply chain is about. The key word for supply chain is optimization. What do you want to do here? You want to optimize everything. Now let me let you know that in today's business, the differentiating factor between one entity and another entity is actually supply chain. As you are aware, we're in a global world where everything is all most things is available to everybody. And especially in this practice, the drug you're selling, what you're selling, and what the other pharmacist is selling is actually the same drug. But what differentiates or what optimizes your business, what makes your business more profitable than the other, is how you can optimize your supply chain, how efficiently you run your supply chain. Supply chain has become the differentiating factor in businesses. Even in tech businesses, for example, in car manufacturing, the supply chain, how efficiently your supply chain runs, determines how your cost, how you can reduce your cost. So everybody has done, R&D, technology that we're using is all the same. So everybody has gone to supply chain to try to reduce their cost. And you reduce cost in supply chain by how efficiently you manage your supply chain. So it's very key. The next pharmacist is also a pharmacist. He has to probably have the qualification. What makes your business more profitable is how effectively you manage your supply chain. Now, we probably don't have records of this, but we spend a lot of time running around trying to manage our inventory, trying to stock our warehouse, our stores. If you manage efficiently, you can reduce all that cost at the end of the day. And you can improve your performance, you can improve your service to your customers as well. Now, that is supply chain. What is coordination? Coordination is aligning and synchronizing all these factors that you have in your organization, the next organization do have it. Processes, information. How do you synchronize your information with the other party, the supplier, in this case, the supplier, or or between the supplier and the manufacturer. How do you synchronize your information? How do you synchronize everything? That is the differentiating factor, and that is the reason why we are here today. We are not here just for supply chain, we are here for supply chain coordination. We're trying to see how do we use technology to merge everybody together in an efficient way that gives you that competitive advantage in your practice. So generally, supply chain runs from how you get your raw material or the manufacturing company all the way to how this product gets to the customer. And for pharmaceutical supply chain, generally, you have the manufacturers and the importers, you have the wholesalers, then you have the pharmacy stores or hospitals like mass. That's generally the chain. So the chain we are looking at here is between the wholesaler and the pharmacy stroke hospital, and between the pharmacy stroke hospital to the patient. That's what we're looking at here. In supply chain, we call the inward supply chain and the outward supply chain. So what we're dealing with here basically is the outward supply chain. The inward supply chain is how the manufacturer gets the raw material and gets to production. The outward is how it gets from after production to consumer. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the outward supply chain. Now, what are the features of the coordinated supply chain? We'll get to this when we eventually look at the specific system that handles that manifests this coordinated supply chain. The benefits and the features of the coordinated supply chain is communication. Because if you're going to build, if you're going to have a dealing between two organizations, there must be communication. There must be a means of communicating either your requirements, your cost, and things like that. There must be some communication. There must be collaboration. I ask now, your supplier, do you have any collaboration with them in such a way that they can see into, not really coming to your store, they can see when your inventory is going down and when the supply can be, and they have that. Do you have an arrangement with them for discount, for credit facility? Because really, when you get to optimal in your business, you must have suppliers that you're dealing with that understand that both of you share the same goal of making sure that the customer is eventually satisfied. So collaboration, visibility. Can I see your inventory? Can you also see my, as a supplier, as a retail pharmacy, can I see what are the new products that are coming? What are the new products that I should be buying? Alternative products. Can you see into the inventory of the supplier? Visibility is very important in the coordinated supply chain. Flexibility. Now, when we talk about flexibility, currently we do a lot of things that is convenient for us. But when we have a coordinated supply chain, it might not be exactly convenient for that person. Let me give an example. In Nigeria, we are not very used to standardization, so there are no standards. We don't have standard pricing for the products. We don't have, and standard pricing does not mean that you cannot sell at lower prices to other people, but at least standardize your sales, your pricing. If you want to sell to other people, let it be discount and let it be recorded as discount. Not that your price can change at the point of sales. Your price should not change at the point of sales. So that visibility is such that if you're a supplier, your retailer knows that this is the price. But maybe you have extended some discount to a particular retailer. You have extended discount to them. But you have the standard. When I go there, I can see what your standards are. So standardization is very important in the coordinated supply chain. Because in most cases, there are systems talking to systems. So you must have set the right parameters that will ensure that you are not shortchanging what the system works. Synchronization, flexibility, traceability. Now, this is where information comes in. I can, if we are in a coordinated supply chain, I can trace the origin of any product. again, information that already exists along the supply chain that you're just supposed to inherit and maybe add your margin, for example, and start selling. And so even when your customer comes to the product with a complaint, you can also trace where you bought it, from, which supplier supplied it, and that supplier can do the same thing from the manufacturer or the importer. That's what we are talking about here. Traceability. Your risk is also reduced now. Risk in several ways. For example, risk of running out of stock. All this will reduce in a coordinated supply chain. And then strategic alignment, I just said something now. There must be an alignment between from the manufacturer to the supplier to the retail pharmacy, even to the customer. There must be some alignment of strategy. What are we trying to achieve here? So what do we need to have a coordinated supply chain? What do we need? Because again, we are talking about different organizations. So you as an organization, what do you need to do? What do you need to put in place to be able to coordinate your supply chain with other participants in the chain? Effective communication and collaboration. Effective communication and collaboration. Standardize your way, your system in such a way that you can communicate effectively. Real-time visibility and data sharing across the supply chain. Since we've been doing this business, we see a lot of things with suppliers. Suppliers will tell you that, oh, I don't want to show my price to the outside world. I don't want to show my quantities I have in stock. But you see, in the coordinated supply chain, you are not showing it to the world. You are showing it to somebody that is your partner. That's what is happening. So, if you real-time visibility, it's very important to have a coordinated supply chain. And that's what we've been telling the suppliers. That look, if you want to have an efficient and seamless system, you need to be able to share these things with at least the people that you are partner with, that are your partners. So real-time visibility. Clear roles and responsibilities. You must have in your organization clear roles and responsibilities. Agile and flexible processes. Now we talk about processes, and we keep talking about processes even in your own organization. What is the process of purchase? How do you purchase? What happens before you purchase? At what point do you purchase? Is it when stock goes down, or you have a standard way of every week you just take inventory and look for things that you need to purchase? So your processes must be standardized. Processes. Focus on continuous improvement. Because the good thing with supply chain coordination is that because several organizations are involved, what will happen is that you need to be able to measure yourself every day between organizations and see who is failing. Because the ultimate idea is to have efficiency in our practice. A common goal or strategy that all members are working towards. Common goal. Shared metrics. So we also need to share and agree on something. With your partner, you want to agree that, okay, when has something failed? If, for example, you send your orders and within 24 hours you don't get a response, is that a failure? You must set these boundaries and agree to these coordinators. Benefits of a coordinated supply chain. If you have a coordinated supply chain, there are several benefits, much more than this. But these are the few ones we can look at. Better inventory management, improved customer service, greater sustainability, and most of these things are self-explanatory. Reduce cost. That is very important. I just said now that the competitive edge most people have in any business, I'm not talking about just pharmaceuticals, in any business today, is how effectively they manage their supply chain. Because the effectiveness of their supply chain reduces their cost. Improve traceability, reduce risk, increase flexibility. You also discover that your business becomes very flexible. You are very adaptable. Let me give you an example. If, for example, today people start asking for a particular drug that you don't be stocking, or people are asking for it now, I mean, it doesn't take you anything to place the order while you're there. And within the next 24 hours, you probably have those items in stock. And you didn't, what didn't you do? You didn't go all over town calling everybody. The way the system is designed is that you can list these items you want and send it to several people. And anybody that has it will respond. You can actually go on the platform and also broadcast that you're looking for this particular product. I mean, this flexibility is of, and this is only because we are all linked together in a coordinated way. Better decision making, of course, if your inventory is managed, which is one of the biggest things in any business. I keep saying, not only for goods, in any business, one of the biggest problem is this supply chain. So if you handle it effectively, so many things will happen to your business that you see, you visibly see. Better decision making, increase competitiveness, and improve supplier relationship. Now, when you have this coordinated supply chain, what then happens is that you can now sit down with your supplier and say, look, I'm buying from you, and you. So what discount can you do? What credit facility can you give? And because your supplier can also see that your business is well managed and your inventory is properly managed, they are ready to extend most of these things, discount, credit facility, and all that. Now, generally, this is what we call supply chain coordination. Now, because we are not supply chain experts, we are not supposed to go into the detail, but we need this preamble to understand what we're trying to achieve here. And that's what we've done. So let me give you an example of a coordinated supply chain now. What we are trying to, what I'm going to describe here is what is already existing. I'm sure we've all been hearing about the product P2P, P2P, P2P. Now, P2P is not an ordering system. It's not an inventory management system. It is a supply chain coordination platform that plugs all players in the output supply chain pharmaceuticals, output supply chain of pharmaceuticals together in such a way that effectively we can all plug our system into it. Now, who are the players in the supply chain, outward supply chain? We have the manufacturers and the importers, and the upper layer of the supply chain. In the middle layer, we have wholesalers and distributors. Then we have the retail pharmacies, community pharmacies, and retail them. Then after that, we have the customer. Now, the most important in this chain, actually, customer is the most important, followed by the people closest to the customer, which is the retail pharmacies, because they determine what other people in the upstream of the supply chain does. So if you have a proper structure in place, then you can manage a lot more what happens up there. And you can get more leverage from people up there. You can even negotiate better volume, better pricing if it is a coordinated supply chain. So B2B is that pipe that everybody plugs into, and then we can handle most of the things that we're talking about: visibility, traceability, coordination, and things like that. That's what B2B is. Now, what are the features in B2B? Like I said, it's not an ordering system. Ordering is part of supply chain coordination, but it's not just that. It's also aligning thoughts, strategic views between different participants in the supply chain. So, what are the features that allows you to use B2B for supply chain coordination? Partnership. So, on this system, there's partnership. Now, partnership is not compulsory for you to plug your system into it, but partnership is relevant if you are going to automate so many things. Because with partnership, you can get things like discount. You can agree on discount with your suppliers. You can agree on credit with your supplier. But you don't need, it's not compulsory like that partnership to plug into P2P, because you can also decide that, okay, I don't have any partner, I'm just going to go on B2B and send to everybody that is a supplier, and then you send me their cost. But if you're going to coordinate your supply chain, you need partnership. We have automated responses. If you're also going to, anywhere in the world, if you're going to have a coordinated supply chain, you need to be able to automate something. You need to be able to automate something. And for you to automate something, now currently we have systems. I'm sure like we all said, we all have systems that we're using. But these systems are not talking to other systems in most cases. Number one. Number two, these systems are also not automated. That repetitive task, you can leave it to the system. Things that you do, for example, some of us decide that, okay, every week is when I'm going to be placing order. And these are the people I'm going to be placing orders to. These are repetitive tasks that you can set the right parameters and automate it. And you don't have to sit down with your store to be doing all that. You can concentrate on your practice while these things are done automatically. Of course, we have preset parameters. Now, initially, if you are going to have a coordinated supply chain, initially there is some work you need to do. And these work are actually what we call standardization. For example, I need to sit down and the system over time can determine for you what should be your reorder quantity for products. After you use the system for a while, the system can see a pattern. However, things changes sometimes, and some months are different from other months. And so you need to sit down and determine at the beginning of the system several parameters. What is my reorder level? Who are the orders I want to be using? Do I have an agreement with this lawyer and with these callers in such a way that you have agreed that, oh, for this volume of goods, this is how much I'll be paying for it. So that way, you don't sit down every day and you are negotiating and haggling about how much will you move these like goods from point A to point B. You already have a standard arrangement with them. Just like that. So you set all these parameters. Credit management and coordination. The system will allow you in a coordinated supply chain. Our P2P will allow you to agree with your partner how much credit do you have. And these partners are ready to send this credit, especially when they know you are coordinated. Not only that, the financial institutions are ready to extend credit because there's visibility in the business, in the entire supply chain. They are ready to extend credit to pharmacies, to suppliers, to even manufacturers. So credit management and coordination. And that's all on the system. Currently on P2P, there are banks that are extending their credit to retail pharmacies. And all you need to do is go, I've purchased this and I want to use one of the bank's credits to buy. Then we have notifications and escalation. Now, I told you now that the system is working without you knowing. However, even without you knowing, the system is sending you notifications, things that are being done to your business. Things that are being done to your business, and you can stop them. You can stop those things as you get notifications. And this notification includes SMS notification. For example, if in the middle of the night, your system discovered that your items have gone below the other level, and you have set up a system that you should be sending every day or immediately goes short, you should send to supplier. The system will send to supplier, but we send you a notification that this is what has happened to your system. And when they respond to you, maybe any of the supplier responds to you, you also get notification. So there's notification all over the place. There are things happening. Some of them you can even approve them, you can choose to be approving them before they go, but you get notification. So notifications and escalations are very important. Automated ordering, and I'll be talking about this automated ordering, because that's where it starts from, where the system can place order on your behalf, giving some parameters that you have set, knowing that your products are running out of stock. The system can automatically place orders. Then API integration. Part of the features of P2P that allows us to do all this coordination is API. API is a program interface. Is the way systems talk to system. In this modern age, almost every organization use system for one thing or the other: inventory management, production management, manufacturing, everything. You use system for everything. Now, for you to allow systems to talk to each other, you need API. You need to that has the capability to talk to another system. So that is one of the shortcomings. Why? So currently, if you have an inventory system and you want to do supply chain coordination using computers, you need to know whether your system, the current system you're using, is a modern system. Yeah, current software and this software, by the way, this software. The current software you're using is a modern system that can talk to other systems. And there are standards out there for talking to each other. So B2B is built with all these interfaces for you to be able to talk to other systems. But your system must be ready, must be equipped with capability to talk to other systems as it were. So that might be the limitation you will have in your current system. Or when we come to implement, like Mr. Kibale said, in each premises, we look at what you have, we look at whether you need to change it for you to talk to the supply chain. So the system has APIs. Then automated partner selections. Now, all parameters too. So the partners in this system basically are suppliers, people that are supplying you your inventory. But other partners are also haulers, couriers, people that will move the goods from point A. When you conclude with your supplier, I'm not sure as a pharmacist you want to be running around to go and pick your goods from point A to point B. So we have haulers on the platform that you can partner with that can move your goods from point A to point B. And these goods, the way they need to be handled are already inbuilt in the system. So for example, if a drug needs to be in a particular temperature, even while moving, it's already specified. The supplier is specified. The information is along the supply chain. Along the supply chain. So even the hauler, as they get your request to move goods, the goods are specified what are the requirements to move these goods. And you can partner with them on the system. Then we have payment. Now, for you to have coordinated supply chain, there are three critical things involved. Processes must align, materials must move, and then payment must be made. If goods are moving in any supply chain, money must follow it. So this system is also built with the capability to do all these payments, either on credit